Major airlines are suspending flights to Cuba as jet fuel is no longer available to commercial airlines on the island. Mason DePatie is live at the airport. Mason, what does this mean for travel there?
Well, Jefferson, we're already seeing the impacts. There was supposed to be a flight leaving from here to Cuba at 8 this morning, but that was canceled. Instead, the airlines are sending empty planes there to pick up the thousands of Canadian tourists who were vacationing on the island. WestJet says the planes can do the round trip with enough fuel to not rely on local fuel resources there. This all comes as Cuba is experiencing its worst economic crisis in nearly 70 years. The fuel shortage is being blamed on a U.S. fuel blockade targeting the Caribbean nation. For decades, Venezuela was Cuba's primary source of oil, a supply that was cut off after the United States captured Venezuela's president in January. U.S. President Donald Trump then announced tariffs on any country that sells or provides oil to Cuba, further limiting fuel access. Some experts now say Cuba is on the brink.
Well, the typical definition of what we think of as a failed state, Cuba is sort of on the cusp of it.
We came to Cuba knowing what to expect. There's some things you'll have every day, some things you won't. I mean, that's a norm for here.
Amid the shortages, the Cuban government has closed some hotels and is consolidating tourists to save on resources. Fuel sales are being limited, while school and business hours have also been reduced. Cuba says it is open to negotiations with the United States, but it's also warning its citizens to prepare for even harder conditions ahead. Jefferson, if you do have travel plans for Cuba in the near future, the airlines are allowing you to change or cancel at no cost.
Okay, thanks, Mason.